Hello again, everyone. Welcome to a new Let's Play of the finale of the Xenosaga series, Xenosaga Episode III, also Sprach Zarathustra. The transition from 2 to 3 takes place over a year, or I should say that there is a year gap between the two, unlike Episode 1 and 2, where 2 started immediately after the end of 1. A lot of things happened in that period of time. There was a web series that they put out covering the details of that. It was never released here. Someone has done a fan translation of it. I'll include a link to that in the description. I did include a link to it in the descriptions of the final story episode of Episode 2 and the final bonus episode of Episode 2. So if you looked at that then, it's the same stuff. If you're not interested in doing that, there is a database in this game that does cover it. It's the only way that we knew what happened here in the US and Europe if this came out there. I'm not sure if it did or not. I should say the English-speaking world. So we will be reading all of those entries. Luckily, this game does a very good job of letting you know when there's new stuff and what that new stuff is, unlike the previous game. So we will be reading things much more often as we go through. But the most important thing to keep in mind, to note from that missing year, and it's going to play a significant role right away, is the fact that Shion is no longer an employee of Vector. We'll get to exactly why that is when we read the database. A couple things to talk about the game itself. I'm sitting here on the title screen with the music volume turned up a bit higher than I will for the rest of the game, because this music is very, very good, and it's very quiet. The volume mixing in the game is not very good, and we can't change it. The sound effects are too loud compared to the music. And the music is fantastic. Yuki Kajiura did all of the music for this game, as opposed to just some of the music in the last game, and it is excellent. This is, in my opinion, one of the best game soundtracks ever. Only a few games surpass it, Xenogears itself being one of those games. Incidentally, and that brings me to another note, this music and a lot of other things in the game, music and non-music alike, are references or homages to Xenogears. They're not necessary for understanding the story of the game, but I'll try to make a note of them when we get to them. This music in particular, the kind of music box style, is an homage to the music box that Faye found fairly early on in Xenogears, and if you know which piece of music that is, that will tell you a little bit about this piece of music, and I'm going to leave it at that. It's nothing to do with the storyline, it's just music related. But, let's see, you're probably noticing these scenes in the background. I'm not going to talk about them. I'll let you figure out what they may mean. We'll certainly figure that out as we go, and, for anyone who has played or seen this game before, please keep spoilers out of the comments section. I know a lot of people, well, I don't know a lot of people, but I know some very specific people who are very likely to be watching this game are not familiar with the game. They have not played it or watched it before, so they'll be coming to it fresh. And I'd like to preserve the story for them. So please, no spoilers. I would appreciate it. Anyway, let's get right into the game after I turn the volume down a little bit. We can import our data, so I will be doing that. Alright, let's get right to it. Unlock a special feature for Xenosaga Episode III by loading Episode 2 clear data. Sure. Alright, Episode 2 feature unlocked. Earned Shion's Vector uniform. That's all we get. Now, I'm going to leave those settings the same. TC-4747, Planet Mictum. You may remember what happened to this planet. It was discussed fairly frequently. Kind of played a major role back in Episode 1. That pendant looks a little familiar. These clues may tell you who these characters are. I'll let you figure it out. Not gonna tell you, because the game doesn't tell you right away. Oh man, this music's so good. They did a wonderful job with the animating the character expressions in this game, as this sequence will show as well. Someone did not have a happy childhood. Hey, close that sarcophagus. You're letting all the cool air out.
Going smoothly. You're as friendly as ever.
He left some cookies out for you, Virgil. It's not his fault you didn't like them.
Well, you sure are pulling out the big guns.
Why would you keep a big gun in a sarcophagus?
Do we really need this thing?
Yeah?
The space-time anomaly 15 years ago took place in an incomplete fashion. We must correct the errors.
Errors correct themselves. Just let it go.
So, you knew all along, huh? You're one scary guy.
Oh, that's why he's wearing red and you're not.
I bet you can't wait to see the look on her face when she finally knows everything.
What are you talking about? Didn't seem to like that.
So, this is our princess?
No, your princess is in another castle.
She smells good.
Oh, Virgil. Oh, that's just gross.
I've fallen in love already.
Oh, it takes more than sniffing someone to fall in love. Oh, hey! City combat! Oh, this is always great. So how many civilians are we killing?
Miyuki, you didn't tell me that they had macrophages deployed. What the hell have you been doing? Take it easy.
Don't kick her.
I checked it out the best I could. It's not my fault. Look, Shion, 3 more interceptors just appeared out of nowhere. Then concentrate on supporting me instead of making excuses.
I didn't hear any excuses there, Shion. And yay! Shion's voice is back.
You two make a fine pair.
Thanks, Major.
Darktooth.
3 at 7 o'clock. You got it?
Yeah, I'm on it.
You like showing up at the beginning of games, don't you, Kanan? She has bits. I like bits. Any mecha with bits is great. Abusive terrain. Gain 50 XP.
That was incredible, Kanan! The way you maneuvered that Ames was unbelievable!
We don't have time for that kind of thing, Miyuki. Has anything come up on the scanner yet?
Well, that's one way to prevent theft.
What we're after poses a considerable threat to Vector. I'd appreciate you taking the situation more seriously.
Exactly. I don't care if you get yourself killed. Just don't take us down with you.
Alright, fine. Why is everyone picking on me?
Oh, poor Miyuki.
Well, is this it, Miyuki?
Confirming coordinates. Yep, perfect. No doubt about it. This is Vector's S-Line division.
So, Shion, breaking into your former employer's, systems, huh?
Then the top secret data we want is just ahead.
I'll handle backup. You three take care of the rest.
Thanks,
You're not
Major.
gonna help, Doctus?
Don't depend on others to do everything for you.
Aw. Hey, that's a perfectly valid strategy. Keeps you safe.
Usus magister est optimus.
Hey, this isn't Latin America. Speak English here. Yes, I know. And I suppose, yes, experience is the best teacher. Although I prefer books.
Hurry.
Alright.
I want to be as far from here as possible when our pursuit arrives.
Oh, come on. Keep your pants on.
I know.
Be nice to Miyuki. She got us his data.
Oh, just a sec, you two. I forgot to tell you, but in order to successfully carry out this mission, I made a note of the information you should know ahead of time. Please access the database. The database is located here.
Ah, you broke the fourth wall. Guys, we get to use Miyuki in combat. Yay! So excited.
New information is automatically added to the database. You should check it out frequently. Not bad, you actually came prepared. I know! Actually, I wanted to add a lot more data files to it. But I didn't think even you could process all of them, so I stopped. I'll send the rest to you after this mission is over. There's quite a few, so I'll send them in chunks.
Now let's go. Vector S-Line Division.
Oh, this plate is a save point. Coming into contact will recover my hit points and EP. I can save my current progress by pressing circle.
Ah, you broke the fourth wall too. So yes, this game is very, 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 very well known for the footsteps.
I can't go any further. It's probably faster to just destroy this than to find another route. Anything that can be destroyed will be locked on automatically, so just press square to destroy it.
Ah, man, just blowing through these fourth walls. Well, you do have the destructive stuff. This stuff is super loud. The echo doesn't help.
There's 2 breakable objects. When there are multiple breakable objects, switch between the targets by pressing L1 and or R1.
Don't just blow them both up.
I guess I need to get each key plate into the correct socket in order to disengage the security. I better think about the order I'll destroy the objects. I guess this console will allow me to reset it, even if I mess up.
I question the effectiveness of this security system. So you gotta switch between targets, or you'll probably blow up that red one, or move the red one, and then not be able to move the teal one. It's totally teal. This place is incredibly bright. Ooh, look! Acquired 50G! Guilders. I like guilders.
This is a segment address. I guess they exist even here. But I can't open this without the decoder associated with it. Oh well.
Database update! So many database updates. There are some there's some glitchiness with the shadows and the bloom effects, but it's okay. Let's see what's down here. Ooh, goody. Acquired Analyze Ball. There's a lot of stuff we can break up around here. Ooh, I like it when we can blow them all up at once. 100G, Nano Repair M, and acquired 300G. So many good items. Did we damage this wall over here? Nope, apparently not. Well, that's good. Oh, I suppose I should take a look at... So, currently Xion is wearing the Pearl Wear. We can swap it with the Vector Uniform, which is Vitality 3, Ether Defense 3, and Break Limit 120. Takes her from 89 up to 209. I honestly don't remember offhand what break limit is, but hey, special armor that changes the character model. Haha! We've got our Vector uniform!
So this is the last security checkpoint for Sector 1. According to Miyuki, this security is disengaged by color input.
Oh god, it's Simon. Blue, white, red, green. Blue. White. Red. Green. Alright, there we go. Again, I question the efficacy of these security systems. I mean, a very simple game of Simon, really?
Alright, let's go to the next sector.
But first, I think I saw some breakable objects. Hey! 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 I said blow up. Aha. Got an analyze ball. That was a lot of effort for an analyze ball. And an antidote. It's always nice to get free items. But seriously, guys, a Simon game as your security measure. Move? Yep. Ah! Just got stretched to oblivion.
So this is Sector 2. They've got guard systems set up from here on.
Sounds like we should save it. I like that the thumbnail graphics are still screwed up. Sounds good. Hello?
There's a guard system. Well, no time for being a coward. I better get in contact and destroy it before it notices me.
It's looking right at us. Battle tutorial, explanation of character turn order, enemy icons. Character turn order. You can confirm the character turn order with the icons in the upper left of the screen. Characters take turns starting from the left. So that's basically going to be the same. We still have boosts, party boosts as opposed to individual boosts. Enemy icons. The enemy icons indicate the type of enemy, either B, M, or G. This enables you to select the attack most effective against each type. B, biological, M, machine, G, gnosis. For a more detailed explanation, please view the tutorial in the database. Alright, so we've got ether, tech, or attack, tech, ether, special attack, items, guard, change, and escape. Let's see, special attack. We've got break bash, which is at level 1. We need a boost of 2, it looks like. Single, heavy break attack, plus higher critical to type B enemies. So you may notice that Miyuki is using the MWS that Shion had in Xenosaga Episode 1, and of course Shion is using the new version. I like that. And it's basically just single attacks. Shot, and we killed it. Plasma Ripper. That is some echo, and I am so glad we don't have to do the stupid breaks and downs. We can still break enemies for increased damage, but it's so much less important in this game. Database update. There are odd little scrolling ticker thingies on the wall, which is very odd. See something I can blow up! Acquired medkit M. I like blowing things up. Can I get through there? And acquired remover. I assume that means it's a status remover. I don't remember what all the items are in this game. Oh, I should talk a little bit about the equip screen. So we've got our weapon, our armor, necklace, bracelet, and ring. So it's a much more traditional equipment system compared to both previous games, really. Although one had a kind of normal system. So that's very, very nice. I really, really appreciate the return to a standard equipment system. Of course, that gets us out immediately. We've got Medica S on Miyuki and Shion. Item-wise, Medkit S recovers a small amount of hit points. Medkit M recovers a medium amount of hit points. One thing that they did not do in this game, the original translations, all of these items were references to Xenogears. What was it? I think this was like Aqua Gist, Rose Gist were for the EP, and I think Zeta Gists were for bringing people back to life, which of course is a reference to Xenogears with the Aqua Souls, Rose Souls, and Zeta Souls. We've picked up an antidote, cure a poisoned ally, remover, cure an ally's decreased ability, nano repair M, recover a medium amount of hit points, ES only, analyze ball, analyze an enemy, and scrap iron, barter item. Not very observant here, are you guys? Oops, boost. Using boost increases a character's number of turns at the cost of 1 unit of boost count. When you cause damage, the gauge in the upper right of the screen fills. When it reaches 100%, your boost count increases by 1. And it does carry over from battle to battle. Very nice. Using boost, holding down R1 or R2 during battle will cause the boost menu to appear at the cursor position. Pressing the button, square, triangle, or circle that corresponds to a character during this time will activate boost. Characters may use their special attacks by consuming boost. Attack type special attacks gain levels after multiple uses, enabling them to do more damage. So rather than using tech points to increase their power, you have to keep using them. If you finish off an enemy with a special attack, a finish strike will occur, and the experience points, skill points, and credits gained will be increased by 1.5 times. I did not actually remember that, but that's pretty handy. For a more detailed explanation, please view the tutorial in the database. Really jiving there, Miyuki. Keep going for Kanan.
Good job!
I like having the the Vector uniform. It's not great armor, but it's good for a little while. I think it's like better than the next thing we get, but that's about it. Hello!
This could be bad!
Battle tutorial. Explanation of back attacks. Well, we got a back attack on them. Why would this be bad, Miyuki? Back attacks. Coming into contact with an enemy from behind will result in a back attack. When a back attack occurs, the enemy's action is delayed by 1 turn, and your critical hit rate increases. This also occurs when an enemy encounters you from behind, so be careful. For a more detailed explanation, please view the tutorial database. Nice. Nice criticals. Miyuki is really happy. Yay, leveled up. Alright, that looks like that might be where we want to go, so let's keep exploring. I would rather try and find all of the stuff that we can get. I do really like the music around here. It's kind of jazzy. Which I'm not a big fan of jazz, but some jazzy tunes are pretty good. Alright. Aha! Hello! I want you. Acquired 300G. Like it. Apparently we cannot break that. It's too big for a destructor plug-in. Acquired Nano Repair M, and there's an item over there. I want it. It must be mine. My precious items. But yeah, remember me saying about the footsteps? Get used to them. Get used to them. Which way did we go? Come this way? I think we did come this way. Ah, there we go. Had to do a little bit of backtracking. I want it. Medkit S. Of course, it doesn't help that this area is incredibly echoey. Let's zoom in there on her ass. Is it just me, or does she have really long legs? I don't know if I noticed it the first time through this game, but man, those scrolling lines on the walls kind of weird me out a little bit. Not gonna lie. Hello? Hello?
Uh-oh, this could be bad!
Oh, come on. We got a back attack, not you. I mean, they got a back attack, not us. Let's see. Let's just go ahead and attack you. Should actually see exactly what they are. Let's go ahead and use the special attack Break Bash on the VMP Sex. Finish Strike. 227 damage. Pretty nice.
Not a challenge.
Acquired Heat. Scrap Iron, Medkit S, and get some extra bonus money. Always nice when we get stuff like that. Let's actually take a look at our stats. This isn't actually telling me much. Oh, ethers. Analyze an enemy's data. Okay. And Medica S, techs, abilities, Special attack, Break Bash. Single, heavy break attack plus higher critical to Type B enemies. The MWS Type 76, that's what Xion was using in the very first game. Also using Pearlware. Medica S, no techs, no abilities, no special attacks. And Kanan is using Nightwalker as his weapon. Combat suit, he's got heat. Set the target for all enemies to self. So he can basically lure the attacks directly to him. That can be pretty handy, especially considering he's got a lot more hit points. Let's see. Can't access the skill line yet. Acquire skills for characters from 2 different skill lines. So there's a limit to what we can actually do right now. We can alter the formation. I don't think that there's front and back rows, so there's not much that we can do there. Let's see. Where is the experience? Is experience on here? Oh, it's just 323 there at the top. And 8 skill points. Okay. Let's go ahead and move. Let's get stretched to oblivion. Because why not?
So this is Sector 3. Vector's S-Line division is comprised of 5 sectors, so I guess we're at the halfway point. Let's hurry.
Do I have a save point? I want a save point. No save point. This is a very, very interesting place. Oh, hello. Blow you up. Nope, nothing. Press the switch. Sure, why not? Ooh, I see an item up there. I want it. Acquired update file 01. Database update. So we can also get items that give us database updates, so that's pretty handy to get before we do the database reading. I would like to find a save point, though. Blow that. Oh! Hi. Thanks. So, VMP Elf is the other one. Sort it out. And take it out before it can do anything. So, one of the really nice things about this game is that combat just moves a lot faster. You just hit a button and you attack.
Sometimes enemies are transferred when objects are destroyed, so I better be careful when I'm low on hit points.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Press the switch? Sure. Push the button, Frank. Okay, I'm not sure exactly where those were created, but they were created. And no, the crazy bleed on these lights is actually what the game was like. So, I mean, it might be a little bit overboard because of the emulation, but it's pretty much the way it was. Got an antidote. Ooh, an item. I want it. I want it. Give me the item. How do I get there? Nothing's there. Nothing's there. Looking up the other way to see if there was a... Okay, there we go. Press the switch. Oh, of course. Give me a button. Of course I'm going to press the button. Not sure exactly where those spawned in, but I guess we'll go look for it. Don't see the connection to that stuff over there. Right, so we got that, but was something created back down here somewhere? Let's take a look. Do a little bit of backtracking. So I'd like to get there. Looks like that was created... yep, I think it was created from back here. Yeah, that's new. Oh, darn. Kind of expected this, but... And let's go ahead and use our special attack, Break Bash. That's the boost now. Finish Strike.
Good job!
Always up for getting extra experience and SP. Acquired Lunar Blade 1, and Miyuki acquired Lightning Blast. Got the Medkit S. Wait, that's where I came from. My bad. Ooh, gimme. I want items. Acquired Revive M. Let's press the switch. You give me a red button, of course I'm going to press it. It looks like that just takes us back, that just creates a shortcut. I think we'll go ahead and call it an episode right here. When we return, we will continue through Sector 3 of the S-Line Division, see if we can get this top secret data that we're after. See you next time, everyone.